until more people come in before I begin the showcase proper. Hopefully everything is working and live. And as always, all questions will be answered at the end of the showcase. Hello to the lovely Giafiasme and to the ever fluffy rabbit Meldo Wizo. What is the up? I do have a quick question. No, that's not what I meant to do. Damn it. There's this F1 for info screen. Is it possible to edit this text, and where do I do it? Mugen.cfg rules config debug video sound configuration music misc arcade stuff input system.def. Can't find anything in either of those. System.def. Where in the system.def? Box text. Cannot find info box text. Oh. Alright. Well, with that out of the way, we will get started with this. So, what has been done since the last Battle Craze cast is, Sherm is complete, outside of missing a voice and such. He was probably the quickest character to sprite for this, given, something you will see when we show him in action, and, Calexo started cracking on the AI, so it should be a lot more presentable this time around. Along with that, Sugumi is properly finished. She has get hits, she has her stage done, as well as Sherm's stage. So right now we shall showcase the Sherm on his stage. So yeah, there he is. Sherm is he was born and raised somewhere in Idaho, was a farm boy, and then at some point in high school he got addicted to huffing silver. That's when his life took a spiral downwards. However, sometimes during his crooked life, a mysterious person would come in and rescue him from his drug dealer, and the only thing that he left saying is, "Drugs are for loser," and leaving behind a body pillow. At that point, Sherm decided to take up fighting, and then fighting games, which was an old childhood joy of his, and he kind of doubled down on it a little bit too much. He is eccentric, but he is trying to get better, and he wants to go into Battle Craze to prove himself as a worthy adversary to the whole world.
Battle Craze! Keep it clean and break!
Welcome, Calexo.
Yo.
Yeah, we didn't get too much in. I'm about to showcase Sherm now.
Excellent.
So, one thing that I wanted to do with Sherm is, given that he has his origins as a Ryu parody, since weird stuff I drew in middle school, I decided to base a lot of his animations off of Street Fighter 2, which made his animations a lot more limited, thus making him a lot quicker to sprite. Although there's still some goofy shit that I put in there because I wanted to flex!
The sweep animation's unique, isn't it?
Kinda. It started off as Ryu stuff, but then I just kind of put in more frames.
'Cause it looks pretty great.
It's like a really weird Chun-Li normal. So he has,
I love it.
The other thing about Sherm is that he's not just a Shoto clone, he's a charged Shoto clone. So he's a little bit harder to use than most other characters because of this. Just a little bit. He also has the best throws in the game. And his Craze technique, or C-Tech, has him do a command run. Originally I wanted this to be a weird thing where you could cancel it off of specials or stuff for meter. But then I was like, that's too crazy, just do the Seth thing.
Shermachino.
Shermachino. Don't mind if I do. His Craze technique also has follow-ups based off of his specials. His charge back forward punch is the Upjoken! It's rainbow colored because of Waku Waku 7. Then he has charge down up punch, which is the Sherryuken! Everybody knows what this is. And then
I've never heard of it before. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then there's charge back forward kick, which is... I think this one went by many names, but I think I just put it in as Hurricane! I need to check the wiki again.
I got it up. Let's see. Hurricane... Oh, I'm so bad at saying these names.
Hurricane and Boo Kick!
Yeah, that's it.
And then there's a charge down up kick, which is a very unique move. Because the light version is just a tap. And then the heavy version is an overhead. This is based off of one of Alan Snyder's moves from Fighting Lair, the original Fighting Lair. What was the name of that move?
Power Punch.
Oh yeah, just the Power Punch! So this ties into his Craze technique because you could input any attacking normal and you'll get one of these, but a little bit different. Originally it was going to be down back or just down up, but like a simplified charge motion, but we just said, you know what, just do the single button, it's easier. So we have run Joken and run Ryuken. And then the run Tatsumaki. And just like Akuma, you got the Akuma standard. Damn it. I didn't do the Akuma standard. Fuck. I am bad at this.
It takes some time. It is fighting games. I want to point out that the reason that we went with the simplified commands is because I coded most of Sherm on my laptop when my PC was out, and my keyboard there was not very fun to use, so I was like, just for now, we'll use simplified commands. And then I think Janice was just like, yeah, this works out better.
Yeah,
like,
the goal is accessibility, but trying to keep its depth. We're not going to go like Grand Blue Fantasy versus Level of Stupid. And the right version of the Power Punch. So, other neat thing of note is that this guy, like a parody of Ryu, Dan Hibiki, he has a multitude of taunts. He has a rolling taunt, which I believe ducks eye attacks?
Yep.
Yeah, low profiles.
Dire counter.
Ugh. And he also has an air taunt. You could also mash it. I think I was watching too much Sonic games when I was spriting that, and then I'm just like, you know what? You know that thing you do after a long jump and then you have to do the stick to do tricks? Well, give that to Sherm. He also has a fake fireball. And I believe... Oh, I didn't show off command normals for some reason? Because he has an overhead, an NRS overhead. Well, it doesn't... It looks better than an NRS overhead. Because Calexo was like, you gotta update this animation.
Yeah, I think NRS was a little too below our standards.
Yeah, which is just forward light punch. And then down back light kick is his footsie. It gets Ryu's crouching medium kick from Street Fighter 2. Since it's a down back light kick, it makes it easier to combo into a charge move.
He becomes flat fuck.
It's not Flat Fuck Friday, it's Flat Fuck Tuesday.
For sure, it's always flat fuck Friday.
So now we get into supers. Double quarter circle forward plus plunge, which gives you the Stinky Hop Joken! Which is based off of a move that Sho had in Breakers. Although the range on Sho's was actually a lot longer now that I've seen footage of it.
Yeah, but it also started shorter, so...
It started shorter, then it got longer.
Yeah.
But the gist of it is... Yeah. And double quarter circle back plus punch gives you this Ranbu move. Because, yeah, we have a lot of Ranbus in this game. I mean, 2 coded right now.
Technically 4.
Technically. Right. And if you do a double quarter circle in any direction and a taunt, you'll get this taunt. I won't tell you what it does yet. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own. But can you guess these silly references? That wasn't a hint of anything. His EX is the EX of the Ranbu. Usually when it comes to like EX stuff, I let Calexo get free reign of like, or at least Ranbu stuff.
Yeah, the instructions on this was a Ranbu and then followed up by a Dizzy Punch, so...
Yeah, and then his level 3, which, if you are a fan of Ryu, you should know that this is the Sherm Ryu Ken! Oh, that's that. Cause on Whiff, that
Oh, it hits pretty generously, doesn't it?
Yeah, like Street Fighter 3 at least. If you whiff it, you'll just get a multi-hitting uppercut punch. I believe that is it, other than, you know, get hit stuff. As you notice, Sugumi has all of her get hits done. Yeah, a lot of Sherm's get hits are just extra. And by the way, we haven't shown off the entirety of Sherm's pad, which is a run-down gym that he bought or is renting. I'm not 100% sure, but he made it his own home. There's a Furin Kazan poster with Mount Fuji, a bunch of cans of his favorite energy drink, his TV, his dilapidated couch, a mural of him on the wall that he commissioned, but he didn't fully pay for it, a punching dummy, some papers, Ultra Wrestling Federation ring, very vintage, it's his prized possession, the Boxing is America sign from Kaiser Knuckle, and a giant drawing of his, not exactly his waifu that he drew himself. We also did a big update to make the stage size wider and also taller, just to see a lot more details that we couldn't. But characters really aren't going to be jumping super high, so it'll probably be better for like standard Mugen if I decide to release the stages for standard Mugen. But yeah, out of the way, we can showcase these characters' AIs and the Sugumi stage. I really don't want to imagine what Simul mode would be like.
Oh, I think you missed it. I showed it off yesterday. Or whenever we had that little chat.
I think I dipped out before you did.
Yeah, it was
You did survival mode, not like Simul mode.
No, yeah, I showed it off after you had left, and the code does not like it.
Yeah, Simul mode was a mistake.
I think the characters mostly worked fine. The UI was a huge mess. Yeah, so I tried experimenting with some sound effects I had grabbed from like a stock sound torrent that someone had passed to me, and discovered I'm not really cut out for that sort of thing.
Well, the least that I need is just somebody to pick out a select bunch of sounds so that somebody could, like, edit them to sound a little bit more distinct.
Yeah, like everything that I found, it made it sound like it was trying to be too realistic. Like it had this weird effect, and I was just like, nah, I don't know. I'll have to get someone else to look at it. I do like that guard sound though, and the only thing I did was that and the guard break sound, which we probably won't hear because this AI actually doesn't block very much, and I'm not sure if I should fix that. The AI, for the record, is definitely like we just kind of started, but this is pretty functional.
It's competent.
I actually tried to get them to use the OTG thing a bit, and for some reason I was having trouble with that. And I think that and like the Heartbreaker, and then I think
freeze frame. So Sugumi's stage has a lot of fucking references to my friends. If you can't notice most of them. Ooh, the juggle.
nice.
Player 2 wins.
Yeah, the Melee Corporation was a parody of Sammy Corporation, including the logo. And also to the left of that stage is a giant sign for ads. I wanted to like do a thing like I did years back with like a Mugen stage, but something happened that made me very distaste in Mugen Guild, so I'm not gonna work with them anymore.
There are plenty of people to ask.
Oh, totally.
Keep it clean and break. Counter hit. Counter.
I do want it to be said that that it's not just like very simple things that I've been working on. Like if you look at the changelog that I include with builds, this update has a lot of changes in it in terms of just like balance stuff. Something that I've been kind of working on is like pretty frequently is just how the game handles the guard meter, because it feels like it's pretty integral. So I've been trying to like tweak it a bit. And I actually gave every character in the game a move that is a little better against guard.
Huh.
But it's a little unsafe to throw out at random because you can actually get punished from it, like before it comes out. So it's like what is it? What is it? Jeets? Oh, Jeets is this half circle back heavy punch.
The spinny back fist.
Yeah, back fist, and then Segumi's is the jumping overhead punch. I don't know how new the meter is for Jeet, but that is relatively new. It's his when he gets parries off with his crazy tech, he gets increased damage, and that keeps track of how much damage buff he gets.
His crazy tech.
Crazy tech, yeah.
Yeah, crazy bread now at Little Caesars.
Craze technique, yeah.
So that new meter is part of his gimmick, where if he does subsequent parries, he'll get more powerful. Originally, there was going to be no limit to that, but bad.
Battle! Keep it clean and break. Dire counter.
And I mentioned this a few times elsewhere, but I might also mention here that the AI is definitely meant more for like playability versus players rather than for like watch mode stuff. A lot of my like personal Mugen projects are more so like minting more spectacles with the AI, whereas here it's like I want to be able to like fight them and not just frustrate the hell out of people. So they don't do like a lot of really big flashy combos, but actually he did do the OTG. Oh.
Huh.
Alright, I gotta make him stop doing the Easter egg thing where he just like sleeps during his parry. Mugen's kind of funny in that like when you have a command of some sort. Wow!
Jeez.
When you have a wow! Poor Sherm. Actually, I wanted to mention I was going to make it to where Sherm actually couldn't do the specials, like, in situations where you couldn't, like, do them as a charge move, like, if you are moving forwards.
Uh-huh.
But, his AI also seems to be kind of underwhelming compared to the other two, so... Well, I'll come back to that.
Yeah, we could always come back and update this shit. Also, this is new.
Oh,
The shift pallets.
indeed.
Oh, shift. Here we go again.
That, will only trigger in an AI match, or the mirror match opponent is AI. Unless you do a certain thing, but we'll get to that sometime.
You're probably gonna have to message me what that is. If you want to keep it a secret.
One of those things that'll be pretty easy to figure it out. Anybody can just, like, open the text files, because that's Mugen. But
I mean, we should compliment those people because, they have the intuition to actually look into the files instead of just be like, ooh! Because I definitely want this thing to have, like, a lot of care into it, like, stupid Easter eggs like Gears of War.
Counter.
Like, at least every character is gonna have some Easter egg that you could find by accident or trigger on purpose.
What?
What?
What the hell? Ajit just countered Ajit's counter? So that was a thing that I have to look into now. I think when I recorded that short video I posted on YouTube, like, I saw 2 glitches in the middle of that video that I had to fix.
Dire counter. Counter hit. Counter hit.
Counter.
Yeah, the AI does a lot of just throwing out attacks, so... Like, it doesn't seem to be too bad when you're fighting them, but 2 AI fighting each other, they're just constantly countering each other. It's one of the things, like, AI is really there for the sake of it. It's not really meant to be, as flashy as other AIs, but, you know.
We could put in the classic Calexo AI as like a secret.
Oh, God.
Battle Craze. Keep it
Like
clean.
an idiot should have gotten hit by that punching bag.
Dire counter. Dire counter.
Tuh.
Counter. 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 Dire counter.
Okay, that's what you do with your dire counter.
Counter. Counter. Counter. Counter hit. Counter. Down and out.
Fucking clones going at it.
Take it to the limit. Break.
I actually made, like, all of the shift pallets already, because they were fairly easy to do.
Yeah.
Counter. Counter.
Along with some other secret palettes.
Counter hit.
Yeah.
Counter hit.
I'm actually not sure if I'm going to leave them there, or just make a whole bunch more, I don't know. I do have room to make more, so...
Counter.
Throw them in, why not?
Yeah.
People will find them.
Down for the count.
I might as well take this time to answer any questions that the masses might have to ask, since I'm not really doing much else but watch.
Counter. Counter. Counter hit.
Jeez.
Counter.
That's an anti-air!
Uh-oh.
Counter. Dire counter.
They've both tried to do the super counter at the same time.
Oh yeah, AI does that because the counter is considered an attack. I might have to see if I can figure out a way to make them not do that.
Dire. Ooh. TKO.
I'm way behind because Twitch is Twitch.
Twitch is a bitch. Let's see how Sherm does against himself.
Battle. Keep it clean. And break.
Yeah, counters to counters is the way of the AI.
Fucking meta.
Counter. Counter. Counter hit. Counter. Counter. Counter.
I'm very tempted to remove the counter voice message now.
The AI just, yeah, it's really them.
Counter Craze?
Dire counter.
This reminds me of that, like, the KI documentary where at one point they just had all the combo breakers.
Down for the count.
Combo breaker. Combo breaker.
Give us a good show.
I need to get Saber to record a rare sound clip where he just says counter.
Dire counter. 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 Dire counter.
That was a nice opening gambit.
Opening gambit. You should have given that to Sherm. Dude!
Counter.
Is he allowed to do that?
What do you do?
He threw 3 projectiles on screen at the same time.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess I never really
Win.
looked into those. He might be able to do that right now. Because another AI doesn't like adhere to charge rules, but
Yeah, that might be a problem.
yeah,
There's
it's definitely something.
one other thing that I can show off before we leave. We started progress on the next character.
Oh yeah.
Just like a bit. Yeah, he's not supposed to have that.
And break.
So, this is actually the first character that we got a voice for that isn't the announcer, although it's the same person. He's also much larger, but like, if you put him next to CVS Ryu, they would probably be the same height. Because I deliberately made these sprites smaller than standard because it's easier to work with.
That's the thing. I actually didn't really know about like special win quotes, but I think it's always been a thing in Mugen. Like you could just have it to where you define what win code is said based on any sort of trigger that you want. So you can be like if they're at low health or full health, or if their opponent is a certain character. So that's kind of always been there, I think. It's just weird that I didn't know about it for the longest time. Like I knew about it like as we were doing this.
Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that. He only has 2 normals implemented. And they're pretty heckin' big. You know, post that to, / real chonkers. So yeah, he's big. That's the most I could say right now.
Yeah, he's the first one we've coded so far that'll have like a different comboing string because he too big. He do too much damage to do like 5 hits. At least that's the plan.
Yeah. I did sprite his standing heavy punch, but I didn't send you the stuff yet, because right now I'm working on the standing heavy kick, and then I'm gonna send the new stuff over so you can implement it into his character. And then I wasn't sure if I wanted to do close normals or his command normal.
No, close normals should probably be first.
Yeah.
Because they have to be coded with the far normals, but at least how I do it, even though it really shouldn't.
Oh, I can't hear the word dunk anymore without thinking of Dunkachino. Yeah, don't mind if I do. What's my name? Wallachino! I will let you know, Aya. Any more questions before we close out? Oh yeah, I forgot his crouch.
Did he show off his dashes?
Yes. He can dash pretty quickly for a heavy guy.
Yeah, those are definitely like temporary. His bag dash is pretty slow, but
Okay,
it's one of
he
the things
has,
like
a frame of invul on the backdash.
yeah.
Or I could have done fucking galaxy brained and just be like, you know how Rao in the Fist of the North Star fighting game doesn't have a backdash, but he just does a stupid sidestep? Or like how Videl in Dragon Ball Fighters doesn't have a reflect but a sidestep?
Well, Wallace doesn't do anything yet because we're just starting development of him, but If Janice wants to reveal what he do.
Uh, Wallace is planned to be not the grappler of the game, but a juggernaut type. He's mostly focused on really big attacks that do really big damage, and he's going to have a super armor gimmick, which will at least apply to his specials. I don't know about like his heavy normals.
We will see for sure.
It's funny because the original plan was just giving him Marvel style super armor. That's fucking bad.
Yeah, Wallace is big fuck.
Yeah. Everybody knows shit fuck. No, he's the definition of fuck around and find out. Yeah, that's all I could say. Well, that's this Battle Craze cast. We got a lot done in a relative amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I am gonna continue on Wallace, and hopefully he'll be done before I have to do another semester of college. I mean, I'll still be working. I just don't know how throttled the workload is gonna be for Battle Craze then. Because I definitely want to take this nice summertime to further this. And hopefully we'll have him and then the next two characters done, so I could give this a public beta release.
Pushing towards the first 6.
Yeah,
The big 6.
the starting 6. I had the idea of like after we do the public beta, instead of like keeping any other characters secret, we'll just update the beta with those characters, like how Street Fighter V did its beta. So it's like people could continue playing while we drop new characters.
Why not?
Yeah, and it, keeps it, alive and garner interest. It really wasn't a bad idea on Capcom's part to do that.
I think Street Fighter V had some good ideas.
Street Fighter V has some good ideas with varying execution. Still not a bad game overall, it's just there's definitely a lot that we can learn from how it grew as a game. And with that out of the way, it is nice having you over, and we will see you the next big update. And thanks to Colexo for coming over.
Of course. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, goodbye, and sure, Ryuken!